channel. Today we're down in sunny Poole again, looking at this lovely example of a 2000 model year Sunseeker Superhawk 34. Blue Sky is new to the market and available immediately. She's a lovely example of this iconic vessel from the Sunseeker range of powerboats, dating back to the late 90s, early 2000s. Blue Sky is owned by a local chap and is meticulously maintained. We know the history of the boat from new. We actually sold this boat back in 2004 for the original owner, the first owner, when the boat was down in Portugal, and then it ended up moving to Gibraltar, then went to Spain, and then back to the UK back in, I think it was 2015 or 16. So we're going to give you a quick tour around the boat today, show you some of her features, show you how clean she is, and as always, if you like the boat, please get in contact with myself, Christian Moore, or look at our website at www.mooreyachts.com, and also please like, share and subscribe to the video. Here we go. So as I said, this is a 2000 model year example of the Superhawk 34. Firstly, before we go any further, I must apologise. Unfortunately, we haven't got the microphone today, it's not working, so it is a little bit windy, and I do apologise for that, so hopefully you'll be able to hear us okay. As we look at the boat, it's got the classic white hull, white GRP with the blue waterline and the blue covers on there. As we walk round, she's got the low bow rails on there, stainless steel rubbing strake. You've got the portholes at the front, and then on the radar arch at the top here, you have your VHF aerial. You've got a Raymarine radar, running lights, GPS aerial, and a remote controlled spotlight. As we come around the back here, the rear bathing platform has been redone in a Flexi-teak material. You can see the name Blue Sky there, London. You have the boarding ladder underneath the hatch at the back here, stern light there, and then under the coaming here there's a transom shower. As we come round, as with all Sunseekers, really nicely built, decent deck hardware. You've got your Flagstaff pole here, you've got the model inscription on the hull down there. You've got the classic Sunseeker badges, the high performance ones. I just wanted to give you a good show of what she's like. So you've got your windscreen wiper. This has got the bow sunbathing cushions. Just to let you know, and I have gone through this on the video inside later on, but these are the upgraded Silvertex material, so it's in the white with the blue piping. You've got your deck hatches on here, deck hatch, that's above the main berth, and then as we come forward on here, you've got a nice stainless steel Lumar anchor. That's just your horn cover there, and inside this unit here you have a electric anchor windlass, which I believe the current owner replaced during his ownership. Just while we're talking about the current owner and the boat, like I say, he bought the boat I think in around about 2015, and it had quite a major engine overhaul in 2016. I will show you the engines later on in the video, but just wanted to let you know that it has had a lot of work and he has looked after it and loved the boat. So like I say, this is just a quick walk around the outside. There we have the fuel fillers. You've got the same on the other side. Just want to give you a feel of the outside before we head in and look at the boat in a bit more detail. Just come around here. Stunning, stunning boat, Superhawk 34, one of my favourites. So hopefully that gives you a good impression of what the outside looks like, and we're just going to step on board now and start in the cockpit area. As we come on, we've got this lovely great big sun pad here, which I'll talk about a bit more in a moment, and then walking into the cockpit. As we come into the cockpit of the boat, you can see we've got a very spacious cockpit area. As I'll just come back round, you've seen the back as we were outside, but this is the sunbathing area here. So just to explain a bit more about it, You've got the double sun pad, which works really well, and then this seat here lifts up and folds down flat onto here, which means you have a much bigger sun pad area here if you're not using it. And then as you come in down the companionway, again it's all teak, which I mentioned. This is just your batteries in here, so those are the isolators for the engine, domestic battery, and things like your anchor winch, engine services. And then you have a breaker at the top here, just trying to show you here, for the shore power, and then that's where the shore power lead goes in. And you've also got the original boat plaque there with the boat number on, which is 50704, design category B. And that just closes off neatly. As we come round, you've got cockpit wet bar here. Storage in there. Sometimes people will add a fridge in there, or there's a holder for a bin in there, which is quite handy. You've got the sink here, so there's a couple of recesses to put your glasses on, little sink, and then this just pulls up. You've got the cold water on there, goes away neatly. And then as you come round here, you've got this really neat cockpit table. Now this is such a great feature on these boats, because basically when you're not using it, you don't have to go into the engine room, you don't have to have loads of hassle putting it away. It just folds up. Because I've only got one hand here, I'm going to get a bit of help with this. So close the top over there, and then you pull out this cushion here, and then this is on a gas strut. Pull up the top bit, and then you push the table back down into here. There's a locating pin that holds it in place, but I won't do that for the moment. And then the cushion just slides back on top. So again, really good feature on here. Table's completely hidden out of the way. Gives you a nice spacious cockpit area. I'll just sit down here to give you a view of what it looks like. So this is out of the back. Just to mention on the upholstery on this, this is it's been refinished in the Silvertex upholstery, so it's a really nice, more contemporary finish to it. It's got the blue piping, the blue banding in it, and obviously the Superhawk 34 logo in the stitching on there. On the radar arch, we've got a pair of Alpine marine speakers. You have cockpit lighting at the top there in the arch. Other speaker here, and then as you come forward, come to the helm area. On the port side here, again, you've got another speaker down in the footwell, and on the starboard side, you've got these flip-up bolster seating on here. Just swapping hands a minute, so hopefully be okay. Basically, this just pulls up like so, and then there is a clamp to hold it in place, which you just pull around once it's up. And then you've got a really good helm and passenger seat there. So from the helm, you've got all the controls to hand, throttles, control panel for the Volvo engine, so when you come on board you have to take command. This has got the Volvo Penta KAD44 EDCs in it, so they're the 260 horsepower straight six Volvo engines. In front here you have the trim tabs for the legs, the trim tabs, or sorry, the trim for the legs, the trim tabs for the boat, side power bow thruster. You've got the Raymarine autopilot, which again is quite a rare thing to have on one of these. You've got the Icon VHF radio, all your switch gear, main panel. These dashes have been redone and carbon dipped, so they look a lot more contemporary. And then on the main gauges here, I'll just turn the ignitions on. There are pictures in the spec as well, but it shows you the hours on there. I'll just zoom into that one so you can see it. I think it's 958.4 on that one at the moment. And then as we come round, sorry, I should show you the other one. It's 951.1 currently. Just to mention on there as well, you've got your rudder angle indicator. These are your visual display for alarms on the engines. The engines aren't on, so they're just in startup mode at the moment. You've got engine temperature, oil pressure, voltage, that's repeated on this side, water tank, fuel tank. You've got the depth and the sum log dials on here. Although they show, they don't work because you've got all the information on the Raymarine screen on here, so that's all been upgraded. Again, if you look in the pictures, you'll have the Raymarine, couple of pictures of the Raymarine screen on there. So this boat has got radar, chart plotter, GPS and fish finder, as well as the Raymarine autopilot and the Icon VHF. At the top here, you've got another drinks holder up there, always handy. You've got your Ritchie compass, again another drinks holder here, and then just moving over slightly here, I'm now in the passenger seat, or the navigator's seat, should we say. So sat here, you're right in front of the Raymarine chart plotter. So if you've got someone driving next to you, you can be doing any plotting that you want to do, or any courses, or keep an eye on everything else. Again, as we come round, on this side you have another passenger seat. Handy grab handles everywhere, so you've got something to hold on to when you're going along. The boat performs well, so they are handy. A couple of drinks holders. Under this seat here, let's pull this up. If I can get it up. This is an insulated ice chest, so sometimes people fill these up with ice and put drinks in. You do sometimes get a cold plate in there. This boat used to have one, but it's no longer on the spec. And then as I come round, under here you have a lazarette, and just to give you an idea, this boat's been really well looked after. So in there you have bilge pumps, shower sump pumps, you have storage for whatever you need to do. There is also access to either side of the hull. You've got your skin fittings there for the toilet. And as I come round, again we'll just do a quick pan of the cockpit. Just going to lift the engine hatch up. Just going to show you the engines quickly. So one of the things while we're waiting for this that I'd like to say is Superhawk 34 is such a popular boat. It's an iconic model for the Sunseeker yard. I've sold more of these than I care to imagine. In fact, I bought and sold this one for the previous owners back in 2004, when the boat was originally down in Portugal, and then it went back to Gibraltar after that, and then it ended up in Spain before this current owner bought her. I sold it for the first owner originally, who was a German guy that kept it down in Portugal. So we do know the history of the boat all the way through. So if we just have a quick look in here, I just want to show you how tidy this engine room is. Now, one of the things you have to consider on this boat compared to a lot of them, it's not been a charter boat, it's not been abused. The current owner's very fussy, he looks after it really well. Everything is original on the boat, bar anything that's been replaced or upgraded due to just general maintenance. But the engines are in really good condition. They're very, very clean. The engine room is kept really clean, which again is rare to see on a boat of this age. You know, it's 20, coming up for 23 years, 24 years old now. And quite often you come on board and you find that things like these covers are missing, or the engines are really rusty, or you know, the bilges are in a real state. But this really is a lovely example, and it's all pretty much original. So just down here, I don't know if you can see, but you have You have some of the systems on the boat, battery chargers, hot water tanks. That bag there just holds the transom shower. And then as we come back, you've just got a nice little storage box at the front of the engine room, which is handy for tools and bits and pieces and whatever. As you can see, the owner is using this boat, so there is still some stuff on here. Coming around, just want to head back forward now. Just come up so you can have another look, and then as we come forward, we'll head on down into the saloon area. As we come down below, you're greeted by this lovely teak flooring, which was an optional extra on the boat when it was new. It's beautifully finished and really gives a lovely feel to the boat. You've got the U-shaped seating area. There is a table that comes out and drops down to convert this forward area here into a berth, and then you've got the double berth up the top there. In the pictures on the boat, we have got a picture of the table out so you can see what it's like. The upholstery down here has been replaced in a really nice grey leather with a blue piping that just modernises the boat and makes it feel really nice. Coming forward, just want to show you here, you've got the double berth up here. You've got shelves on either side. At the front here, 2 spotlights, 2 reading lights. You've got the speakers in the bulkheads here for the inside. And as we come round, you've got some more shelving there, porthole to let some natural light in. You've got more spotlights in the ceiling here. You've got these half moon or half circle vents in the roof here, which let in some nice natural light. Spinning round, you've got the galley area here. Just panning around so you can have a look. That's the entrance to the heads, which we'll show you in a moment. And then in this cupboard here, you have your systems panel. So you've got shore power down this side, so that's the 220 volt AC, and then all of this is your domestic and engine, which is the 12 volt DC. You've got the gauges at the bottom, and these are all breakers for all the different equipment, as you can see when I look in here. So you've got on the left hand side, you've got all your lights at the top, and fridge, stereo, nav equipment, etc. And then on the other side you've got trim tabs, engine fans, bilge pumps, etc, etc. Just above that there's a nice storage cupboard, and I won't open it up now, but underneath all the seats here you've got plenty of storage as well. So all these cushions come up, and then the storage under there. As we come round to the galley, you've got an Engel fridge there. You've got an electric hob, Kenyan one, some storage cupboards, excuse the tools, cutlery drawer, got your sink here, taps, light switch for when you come down below, Alpine stereo CD head unit, storage cupboard for glasses, etc. Some people put a microwave in here, so these doors do slide back if you want to do that. Again, just panning round. And then in here you've got the heads area. So behind this panel here, just up here, you have access to behind the dashboard. Storage cupboards, loo roll holder, light switch for in here. You've got a manual flush Jabsco toilet. Again, just another storage cupboard up here. And then this comes out for a shower, and there is a curtain and stuff to go in here, and up here there's a holder for it if you wanted to shower in here, and then you've just got your shaver socket there.